Batman smells Robin Your old pal Crypt is here to give you another awesome review today. Why, hello there, kitty. Merry Christmas. It's your old pal Crypt.
Keep your eyes open, George. We're looking for a killer Santa Claus. Apparently killed a whole bunch of people last night. Anyways, he's supposed to be a review on YouTube. Keep your eyes open.
Christmas early. And let's just say it's gonna be one terrifying Christmas Eve. Yeah. So anyways, today is my final review. That's right, it's the final review from yours truly, the Crypt Keeper. So, if you haven't been watching my reviews, well, then you're a moron and you should go back and watch them all, because this is my final one from the Crypt Keeper himself. So anyways, today I'll be reviewing Season 7 of Tales from the Crypt. And yes, Season 7 is the final season of Tales from the Crypt. It ran in 1994. It was the final season of Tales from the Crypt, and then the whole entire season took place in London, England. Now you'll remember some familiar faces from Season 7 of Tales from the Crypt, such as Daniel Craig, who is the new James Bond, by the way. And he's a very good James Bond, by the way. So the question here is, what do I personally think of Tales from the Crypt Season 7? Is it a good season? Is it a boring season? Well, here's my review. Here is the really awesome cover of the Crypt Keeper in an insane asylum. You know, yours truly right here. Here he is. Yes. And here's the back. Kitties. It's pretty cool cover art. And there's, you know who this is right here. Daniel Craig. James Bond, by the way. The new James Bond. So anyways, the question is, what do I personally think of Tales from the Crypt Season 7? Well, kiddies, here's my review. Season 7 just does not hold up to the other previous seasons of Tales from the Crypt. It is actually the weakest season out of all the Tales from the Crypt seasons. And let me tell you why, kiddies. The gore is just not there, and the jokes are getting kind of corny. I mean, there's a couple of good episodes, but other than that, it's just not working. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the whole entire season was filmed in London, and, you know, it wasn't being filmed in Hollywood like the previous seasons, and maybe that's why, or maybe I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't have that, you know, I mean, the first seasons of Tales from the Crypt and the middle seasons were done by fantastic directors. And then you get to the final season of Tales from the Crypt, which is Season 7, and it's just not feeling very great. I can't describe it, folks. There's a good episode with Nazis trying to break out of their camps, you know, but other than that, I mean, it's really not that great. And the final episode of Tales from the Crypt ends with a freaking cartoon. What the hell is up with that? A freaking cartoon? And the final episode of Tales from the Crypt doesn't even have the Crypt Keeper in it. What the hell? Like, what the hell is that? You can't end the final episode without the Crypt Keeper? The Crypt Keeper is narrating it, and he's not even in the final episode? That's insane! Sorry, kiddies, but that just makes me really angry. I was kind of, I'll just tell you this, I'm a little tiny bit disappointed with this season of Tales from the Crypt. It is the weakest, and if I was to rate it out of 10, the season itself, I would give it a 6 out of 10. The quality of the picture is just alright. Maybe I'd give it an 8 out of 10, but all in all, I would say it's only really worth renting. It's not actually worth buying. It is the weakest season out of all the Tales from the Crypt. And the final episode of Tales from the Crypt doesn't even feel like a Tales from the Crypt episode. It's an episode with the big bad wolf going around trying to kill a bunch of pigs. And it's a freaking cartoon and there's no Crypt Keeper in it. What the hell? It's like watching, one of those, it's like watching a Warner Brothers cartoon, and maybe there's a lot of gore in it or whatever, but it doesn't feel like Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt is supposed to have, sex in it, and sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That's what Tales from the Crypt is all about, and the freaking Crypt Keeper. And if it doesn't have the Crypt Keeper in it, it's not a real Tales from the Crypt episode. Let's be honest, folks. That is what Tales from the Crypt is all about. It's about seeing the Crypt Keeper, and him not being in that final episode really makes me angry. I don't know about you, but it makes me very angry. And you won't like me when I'm angry, 'cause I'm like bad. So anyways, would I suggest buying this season of Tales from the Crypt? No. But I will tell you this. You should check all the seasons out. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, Season 6. Buy all 6 seasons and then rent the 7th season and decide if you like it or not. Personally, Season 7 is the weakest season for me. And you know what, kiddies? I remember watching Season 7 when I was a kid. And I remember watching the final episode of Tales from the Crypt. Staying up late. And it finally coming on. And I was all excited. And it's a freaking bad wolf cartoon. With him trying to get a bunch of pigs. And there's no Crypt Keeper in it. And it just feels like a Warner Brothers washed down cartoon. Sorry, kid. But that's not Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt is about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Well, at least we got a couple of movies after this. I mean, we got, Demon Knight and Bordello of Blood. And then it was going back to the real essence of Tales from the Crypt, like the previous seasons, where we got sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. So anyways, please, I just want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Here is to 2012, kiddies. Yeah, we made it. And this being my final episode, I thought I should wish you all a Merry Christmas and a good night to all of you. And I hope you enjoyed all my Tales from the Crypt reviews. Because this is my final review. There'll be more reviews from Review Dirty. But this is my final review. And I hope you all enjoyed it. So to all of you, I say Merry Christmas. And thank you very much for watching. And have a good night. And watch Tales from the Crypt.